This is the kind of meatball sub we want. Hi guys, and welcome back to another delicious episode of Shelly's Homemade. And today we're going to be making some homemade meatball subs with a homemade marinara sauce, guys. So watch out for a delicious meal, guys. So first thing we're doing, we're getting our little our Dutch oven heated up, because you're going to want a pan with a thick bottom or a cast iron pan, something with a big quart like this. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go in. I have some infused basil olive oil that we're going to start off with, and we're going to get that into our pan. So we got that in there. And if you don't have it, it's fine. Just use regular old extra virgin olive oil would work just fine. So I do find these in Ross's. If you get a Ross, you'll find them for cheap. So I got this for $5.99. Now tell me where you can find a good bottle of olive oil for $5.99. Go right into your local Ross and get you one. I'm not being sponsored by this, but it's just a tip. Alright, so we're going in with our onions and peppers. So I have half of a bell pepper and a half of an onion going down in here. Then I have some minced garlic. So you're going to go in with a tablespoon of some minced garlic. And we're going to get this with the onions and peppers translucent. And then we're going to come back and start building on flavors. So let's start off with some tomato paste. A 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Let's get that all mixed in there, guys, just like so. So our marinara sauce is going to cook for a while. So that's another reason why it's in this Dutch pan. We're going to go in with an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. I have a can of diced tomatoes with onion. It is a 14.5 ounce can. I have a 28-ounce can. And then I'm going to fill this can 28 ounces of water. It's going to thicken up nicely, because once we get those meatballs out of the oven and into our pan, to let it finish cooking, because we're going to cook it halfway in the oven and we're going to finish it in our pan. Now we're going to add some garlic powder, about a tablespoon, seasonal, 2 teaspoons, Italian seasoning. Okay, so we added a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, and black pepper, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and we're going to add some fresh basil. Now you have it on medium low, and then you're just going to let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. And so we can cook out the can taste, get the fresh basil working in there and everything going. For our meatball subs, you're going to need some ground beef, which I have 2 pounds of ground beef and a pound of Italian mild sausages. I have some Italian seasoning. I have some minced garlic. I have some seasonal, some black pepper, some garlic powder, some fresh basil, some Parmesan cheese. I have some breadcrumbs and some milk. So first thing we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and just chop up our veggies. And we're going to chop these relatively really small, guys, because we don't want big chunks in our meatballs. So we're just going to chop these up really small. So So we're just gonna cut it down in length, like kind of thinly. So it's gonna be like, and then just cut down like this to get really small. Alright, so you get your basil into a bunch, just like so. And then you just chop it up. In there. So I have my mild sausages here. Alright, in there with that. Then we're going to go in with our ground beef. Alright, so we're going to put everything in the pan and then mix because we don't want to overwork these meatballs, then they'll be tough. So we're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. There's a lot of ground beef. I thought it was 2 pounds, but it's 3. So black pepper, a tablespoon of black pepper, some seasoning, tablespoon of seasoning, Italian seasoning, a tablespoon. And we have some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. So we're going to use about a cup of breadcrumbs because, like I said, there's a lot of ground beef. Now, we're going to use a cup of parmesan. We're going to use like 2 tablespoons of milk. And this helps moisten that those breadcrumbs up, so it doesn't be, so you don't get a dry meatball, is what I'm saying. Alright. And I forgot my egg. I'm sorry guys, I'll be right back. Alright, so we're just gonna crack 2 eggs right into the bowl. Alright, now I'm gonna get in here. And just mix it right on in there. You to get in there. Get your fist in there. Get the mixing. Because you want that ground beef and that sausage to meld together. Now you can just use all ground beef, or you can just use all sausage, however you prefer, or you can mix it like I did. You could roll these up and just freeze them, and anytime that you need some meatballs for something with this amount, you can just go ahead and get it, put it on a cookie sheet, put it in the freezer, and then pop them in the Ziploc bag, put a date on them, and put them right into your freezer. Yeah, I didn't get the minced garlic in. I'll make sure I got that in there. So we're going to get our meatballs, and you're going to get a nice, not too big size, probably that much, and just roll our meatballs in our hand. Like so. I'm just going to keep on squishing together just so they get a little impact, and then roll them. Try to make them all the same size, guys. Or you can use a cookie scoop, and then that way you know they all the same size. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. This is about to go in the oven. These are going to make 6 meatball subs. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 meatballs. And it's going to make 6 meatball subs. So we're going to get this into the oven to halfway cook them. And then we're going to finish them in our sauce. So we got our sub rolls here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sprinkle. I already buttered them with some butter. So now I'm just going to sprinkle them with a little garlic powder and some Italian seasoning. So now we're going to get these into the oven, let them toast out. When we come back, we're going to get those meatballs inside our pan and let them finish. So let's get our meatballs into our pan. We're just going to drop them in one by one, just so I don't get splashed. Alright, so let's stir these in. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Marinara sauce from scratch. Alright, so now it's time to start building these meatballs. So the first thing I want to do is get some parm down. Just like so. Nice size meatballs too, but right on top, just like that. Then we're gonna come in with some mozzarella just like that, and we're gonna put it back in the oven and let it do its thing. So I'm gonna finish these meatballs up, guys. When I come back, I'm just gonna show you final results. Alright guys, this is the end of the video, and look at these. These look so scrumptious. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. This is so freaking hot. Here we are with this glorious meatball. And I'm just going to cut it right in half. Just like this. Oh. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look. Goodness. Look at that. This is the kind of meatball we're going to go inside of a meatball. You can see the inside of that meatball, how juicy that thing is. But I want to eat it all together. Gotta get a bite. Oh my goodness. You gotta try this meatball. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.